We are awaiting, actually. I think, Leighton just walked in, actually.
Yeah, Leighton is in the house. He's going to be on with us in a few... there's Leighton right there.
We're talking about Leighton O'Connor, of course. Come on in, Leighton. How are you,
How about
buddy?
this? You listen to it live as Leighton makes his way to the microphone.
Leighton O'Connor is no stranger to the program, of course. Leighton, a professional photographer, here today to talk about the third annual Running and Walking Well 5K, which is happening when?
May 7th. But before we get going here, I had dinner with Ashley Judd last night, and she wanted to give her regards to you. Says she's been taking acting lessons since you interviewed her last.
That's fantastic.
Is that right?
Yeah, I picked her up at Beverly Airport. We went over to Super Sub for a cheese and steak.
Well, good
So she
for
sends her best.
Good for you, actually.
Leighton's on fire.
Well, we don't get along that well, as I mentioned before. I've interviewed her a few times, and I thought she was always kind of full of herself, quite frankly.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting observation.
Well, you can't have two people in an interview that are full of themselves. So it's, that's...
So we're not going to get along.
Exactly. All right. Well, it's good to see you again, Les.
Nice to see you again, Dana.
Yeah, how are things been going?
Awesome.
All right, tell me about how you get involved with this.
All right. So on May 7th is the Running and Walking Well 5K. It's down at Lynch Park in Beverly. The race starts at 9:30. I've been doing this for about 3 years, and it's done with Calvary Christian Church, my church, where I'm an intern as a pastor.
No kidding.
So I've got to keep it very clean today.
Well, you're into everything.
Man of
aren't you?
everything. All seasons.
How about that? Well, good for
So
you.
Calvary Church is in Linfield, and this is our third year. So far, we've dug a well in Miles Bridge, Kenya.
All right, you got to back up a little here.
All right.
One of the things, the proceeds for this event
Goes towards wells.
Goes toward digging wells for people in... Is it
Africa.
just Africa
Just
you're
Africa.
doing? Okay.
Yes.
Where there, of course, is a deep need for, no pun intended there, a deep need actually for clean water, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so you go to these villages, small villages?
Well, they're, small villages. Is there schools there usually, or, 3,000 or 4,000 people that have to walk 4 or 5 miles for drinkable water.
Holy mackerel. You do this too? You go on these?
I'm actually going to check out the 2 wells we dug, one in Kenya and one in Tanzania. I'm checking out 2 locations in Ghana where we plan on digging this year.
Amazing.
Well, but have you been on these
No, I haven't.
digs?
I've only been to a mission trip in India.
Okay, now the mission itself doesn't dig the wells.
No,
do they?
we hire people to dig the wells.
I got you. Professionals. Well, that's
Right.
probably a good idea.
Yeah,
right,
you just don't bring a shovel and start digging.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
You start right over there.
That's right.
It's not a ribbon cutting or anything.
I'd be worried you fall in or something.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want that to happen. Okay, so you collect the money, obviously.
Right.
And you go over
And
there.
you take photos.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
I'll take some photos, yeah.
Are these places safe? That these
Yeah,
people
fairly
go to?
safe.
Fairly safe. What's that mean?
One of my pastors is actually from Kenya, and his passion has been over the last few years to dig wells in Africa. So that's why we're doing this, because he knows the need. I mean, he's a guy who grew up with no shoes, and they had to dig, smaller wells. They had to go as deep.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just saw a movie recently about that, about well digging in Africa.
Really?
Yeah, I did. And of course it.
Was Ashley Judd in it?
No, I told I would never have watched it. Actually, okay. No, I don't hate the woman. I'm just saying we always had contentious interviews. I mean, it's not the only person I've had contentious interviews with, by the
There
way.
have been other run-ins as well.
I've rubbed people the wrong way all my life.
Well, hopefully the next 5 minutes will go well.
Well,
see how we make out.
Not going so well so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Seriously.
We'll see. But seriously, this is a cool thing.
Yeah.
And this event, by the way, is a family day. You don't have to be a runner, right?
No, you can walk. We have a silent auction that starts at 8:30 with thousands of dollars worth of donations from Beverly and Linfield and Peabody, the North Shore, just hotel stays, all kinds of different things.
Boy.
And we have kids' day. We have games, those big blow-up games.
Sure.
We have face painting. We have balloons.
Big blow-up games? Are you talking about
The blow house, the blow-up house.
Yeah.
kind of
You blow up house,
bouncy
and you got
house?
the
Bouncy
bag.
houses.
But there's no bouncy house.
Oh.
Can't do that down in Lynch Park, but there's all kinds of other things.
You can't do bouncy houses?
You can do other
at Lynch Park?
inflatable.
No, other inflatable
Right.
big games.
Okay. I'm not sure what another
Well, there's like a
inflatable-
football throw thing, a
Oh, I
baseball
see.
thing,
Okay.
and there's a little target that's blown up, and it's actually pretty big.
Okay, so they're worried about people getting hurt on the bouncy house.
Yeah, we don't want
Park.
the city of Beverly getting sued.
That's right. Okay,
yeah.
so I understand why that is.
Yeah,
It
we
says
have
here-
music the whole day, and then we have a barbecue afterwards that everybody's invited to.
Sounds like
Well,
fun.
it actually says here, and if you look at what I have, this information that was handed to me, did you write this?
I didn't write it, but I gave you bullet points.
Okay.
Somebody else wrote it.
Well, because it says actually, without the punctuation, it said food face painting, and I'm presuming that's food, comma, face painting, correct?
We actually take strawberries,
Mustard,
and
condiments.
squish them on people's faces.
That's excellent.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So food, comma, face painting, and as you said, the silent auction,
Yeah.
all to raise money for
Right.
what apparently, well, not apparently, but obviously is a very good cause.
Yeah, getting serious. Imagine if you went home today and had no water. You turned on the faucet, no water, no drinkable water, no water to bathe with, no water to cook with. What would you do?
Yeah, we take all that stuff for granted.
Yeah, it happened the other day where they shut off the water on my street for a day, just a day.
Yeah.
It was a little bit inconvenient, but imagine if you had to walk 3 or 4 miles and come back with a 50-pound jug of water.
Unbelievable.
What
And there
would
was
you do?
some town in the news not too long ago. They turned the water on, and we thought it was coffee.
Yeah.
It was brown. So you're right.
Yeah.
You take clean drinking water for granted.
And a lot of the water they have over there, the animals are already in it and, contaminating the water.
Yeah.
So then it's not even really drinkable water.
Yeah, I know we've all seen the pictures, folks, and we've all seen the videos of, as well of people carrying those plastic jugs on there.
Yeah.
Usually children and women. I don't know where the guys are, but usually children and women are dragging the water back to where.
Right. If you actually
They're all sharing a spigot. Yeah, somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. And so what you're doing is trying to provide a village well, essentially. In these.
Exactly. And you have to dig sometimes 100 feet, 120 feet, quite a distance. And sometimes you don't always don't hit water, and you have to try again.
And you're using modern equipment, obviously, using modern well diggers.
And the wells can range anywhere from 15 to 20 grand, 22 grand.
Okay, I know that Earth Day is this Saturday, correct?
Right,
Okay.
and Calvary Church and Garden City Church in Beverly, to thank Beverly for letting us, do the running well down at Lynch Park for the last 3 years. We're going to be cleaning up at the Bass River Basin Walk or Trail, which
that's
is
a great trail, by the way. Yeah,
that's right next to McDonald's.
yeah.
So we're starting that at 9 o'clock and going till 12. We've got Castle donating coffee, and I think McDonald's is going to donate some food. But right over there, if you want to come down and help us clean up, there's plenty to clean up down there.
Leighton, I didn't know you're such a good guy when you're in here all these times. I'm learning a lot about you now. You
Well, thanks, Hollywood Hershey. I really appreciate that. I've always known you're a good guy because when I was 4 watching Channel 38, movie loft.
Hey, getting back to this fundraiser, if you ever had any doubt about where your proceeds go, I mean, it's amazing what this has done. Is this the 3rd year of the walk?
3rd year. There's actually all kinds of videos on our Facebook page. You're just running and walking well. There's all kinds of videos and photos on our website, which is runningandwalkingwell.org. You can register online. You can donate a silent auction item. You can sponsor a runner. You can do just anything on the website. You can volunteer on the website. You can be a corporate sponsor. So if this radio station has $500,000 kicking around, they just want to send us a check. Or put your logo really big on the website.
There's a long line of people in front of you there, I'm afraid.
And the walk is May 7th, right? That's what May 7th that you're
Correct.
talking about.
Yeah.
Now, like last year, there were about close to 300 or 275?
Yeah, we had, every year we go up. The first year we had 175 runners and walkers. Last year we had 275. So our goal this year is 400.
Now, last year, getting back to the 275, a lot of those proceeds went to build a well where? In Tanzania?
Tanzania.
Yeah. Now, along with contributions as well. So those walkers.
The silent auction brings in a lot. The sponsorships pretty much take care of the race expenses. It costs about $6 grand to do a race like this.
Yeah.
So the sponsors, and our lead sponsor is Windover Beverly Crossing.
Oh, so you start $6 grand down. Is that the idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Right.
in order to make some money for the wells, you have to get way up above $6 grand.
Right.
How much does it cost actually to build a well in a place like
Anywhere
Tanzania?
from, depending on where you are in Africa, anywhere from 15 to 22 grand.
Well, and actually would seem to be fairly affordable.
But these next 2 wells we're digging in Ghana, and I think the cost of labor and the equipment is less. So it's going to cost us about $6 grand. So we might actually do 3 wells.
Do you run into any variables like stone or any rock or anything?
I guess the biggest variable, because they do a little bit of surveying, is digging down and not finding any water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
would
that
be
happened in
disappointing.
Tanzania, and we had to redig.
Yeah, find another location.
Tendency toward arid climates in
Yeah, it's a little
Africa.
dry.
It is a fine work that you certainly are doing.
Thank you.
And hopefully you can make enough money this year. You get more. You're hoping for 375 runners this year.
Right. So
Is that what we're saying? And again, they're planning to be not 1, but you want to dig 2 wells.
we have 2 plans, 2 well locations in Ghana, and if we can raise enough this year, we'll do 3 wells in Ghana.
All right. Well, that sounds great. And how are things going in the? You'll be taking pictures, I presume, when you go to take pictures.
Oh
of
yeah, I
wells,
do.
too.
I do a video and a story and photos every day
We'd like
when
to
I do
see it,
mission work.
actually. We would like to see it. Come on and talk about it, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do a lot of pro bono or charity work or whatever you call it, being a pastor's intern
Right.
over at Calvary Church in Linfield.
What type of lens do you use, Leighton? Is it a 300 millimeter?
I use, when I'm doing mission work, if you want some lessons, I can,
I would love some.
when I'm doing mission work, it's just a zoom anywhere from wide angle to a little bit of a telephoto.
A utilitarian kind of thing.
Yeah, but when I'm on the boats, it's a big boy.
You use the big boys. I know that. That was the last time that you were on.
That's right.
What were you doing the last time you were on?
I do these photo safaris, 3 of them a year, and I take photographers out and show them how to shoot a
And by the way, the person you took out that won through our station here sent us.
She had a wonderful time.
She sent some great pictures that we put up on our site.
Good. Yeah, we did the Schooner Fest, and we got so close to the boats, it was just, everybody had to use wide-angle lenses.
That's great. Well, it's always a pleasure having you on the
program. Thank you, Dana.
Leighton. And once again, this is May the 7th. You can either run, walk, or just come and have a family day with music and food, and like they say, with the face painting and rubber games. They're not rubber games, but inflatable games.
Inflatable games.
Yeah, all that stuff for the kids.
Right.
Sounds like a great time. And hopefully have really some nice weather there May 7th as well.
Thank you very much.
All for a great, good cause. They plan to dig 2 wells if they get enough money this year in Ghana. So good for you.
And I'll give Ashley your best when I see her
next. Please give her my best.
I know she's a regular listener to the station.
Really? Is she still eating kippers for breakfast? Maybe that was one of the problems. 8:29. This is Mornings with Dana Muggs here in North Shore 104.